Keep California cowgirls from vanishing.
Welcome to the Urban Cowgirl Show. Training our horses and miniature cows in ranch versatility. Penning Rusty and Susie, our bull and heifer. Roping Rusty with Morgan horse Semi. Training Eve to work over her haunches with a motor cow simulator. Training Eve on a cow roping simulator.
Sadie practices over the haunches with an ATV mechanical cow simulator.
Pulling slack. And Susie's coming my way because she feels the pressure behind her horns.
In part 2 of Semi's training to the farming harness, we will aim to hook up the harness training pole and the single tree, perhaps then followed by pulling the ABS training log.
In a field where she's going to be doing farming work with what occurs in such fields, not an arena, not down the driveway, but where there's quail, birds, bobcats, and my next door neighbor happens to be weed eating, so there's that kind of sound pollution going on. All we want to do today is go to the very next small step with Shadrach Triton Semi. She's harnessed like she was. In our last session, we've got the tug straps hanging like lariats from the sides of her saddle. This time we have drive lines on. We have the yacht rope lead line, and all we want to do is walk a few circles. But I'm watching her body language, and believe me, being out here is quite stressful to her at this moment. Step up, Sam. Step up. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Step up, ha. Step up, ha. So far, you can see that she's being responsive. Step up. Good. Here I'm going to do a figure 8. Whoa.
I can pick it up and step up.
We're going to do a figure 8, Katie. But Katie, her mic fell down. Let me tell you a quick story. I was once driving a horse, and I dropped something and bent down to pick it up. They felt my body bending down. I was trying not to involve them, and that scared them, and the horse took off. So you know what I'm going to do? I am going to, with that experience under my belt, ask Semi to pay attention to me for a moment. It's all right, Sam. It's all right. Down here, because all I have is the lead line. I'm watching her, though. For a moment, it's not windy. For a moment, the sound has stopped from the weed eater. What I want to do is do a G-turn in a small circle in this direction. It's all right. It's all right. G means right, Ha means left. It's all right. Just standing is a challenge sometimes in a new environment like this. Semi is looking for something that might attack her. It's her nature. Step up G, step up G. The ground is uneven here. Whoa. G, step up G. Whoa. The flies are bothering her. See that shaking? There are gnats here under these oak trees. Whoa. And you know, I'm going to say that that's all we're going to do with Semi today. Although, We have brought out some tools and we're going to keep them nearby. We brought out the single tree. Whoa! It's on the ground right here. We'll keep it in a shelter nearby. And I brought out the log, the ABS log right here leaning against the fence. And what is our ultimate goal with Semi here in this field? Is to put on the single tree, have her pull it with the tug straps, and then put the ABS log on the single tree and have her pull it with the tug straps. Right out here in what would be a farming area if we were choosing to farm here. We are going to be farming here at Minmore Farms in another field. It's very similar to this, but we're training here because of the convenience of it. And we're training one small step at a time, and right now, since I've already gotten my seed, I've been told by my seed man that no more rain is in sight. Since I need one of my animals to be ready to flatten out the compost we've placed in my test corridor, I'm right now evaluating Semi for being that animal, a single horse pulling a harrow to flatten out the compost. But you can see all the steps we need to go through to have confidence that Semi can be a farming horse within a reasonable amount of time. See what she tends to do? That's another bad habit. That's why I have those donuts. She wants to bite at things that are under her chin and next to her mouth. And now she's not, but the gnats are bothering her. I'm not sure how I'm going to deal with that in the future. Can you back her? Back, 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 back. Whoa. It may just be under these oak trees that the problem exists. I'll observe that before we do our next session here. And that's all for today. Semi is completely harnessed up. As a matter of fact, we've got her tug straps pulled through the carabiners that are attached to the britchin, just in case we want to pull them down from this ring where they're stored on the collar to attach them to this single tree. We probably won't get there that far today. We're just taking it one small step at a time. But we are giving her some more sensitization practice to the reins, the long reins that we're using with the harness. And I am going to join up with her with my yacht rope lead line, which has weight, so if I have to give her a message, it's a clearer message. We are trying to beat the gnats. So far they're not out here today. I think it's just a seasonal problem. It seems to be worse by the oak trees, and this is the beginning of spring. But we want to work out here for this session and maybe the next session or two, and then we're going to move to closer to the field where she's actually, if she's the horse that first does the harrowing for me, is actually going to be doing the harrowing. Each field has its own distractions, its own concerns. Right now we're working in this field because it's convenient and close to the tack that we're using. We luckily have 4 people today to help us. One at the camera, and in case of trouble, and Erin is here to help with the single tree desensitization. Okay, and Katie is doing the reins, and I'm doing the lead line and join up. Let's go, Katie, let's go. Okay, and I'm trying to stay out of the flea path in case something scares Semi. We don't have mics on today, so we'll only talk when we're close to the camera. We're doing the ha direction, the left direction now. You ha more. Ha. And then somehow here in the middle, try to go to G. Now we're going to try to do G.
Step up. G.
G is to the right. You see how just then I ended up in front of her, so I immediately, can you stop? Yeah. I immediately pulled out of her flea path in case something comes from the fences, from the creek, that will scare her. We're in an enclosed big field, so if we have to let go, we will, But chances are, unless she's totally right-brained, the fences will stop her if she does get into any kind of a wreck. Now, on my Small Farmer's Journal, I recently read an article that says some very experienced farming horses unfortunately uncovered a beehive in the process of farming. Up came the swarm of bees, off went the two very experienced pair of farming horses, and it was a wreck. See, you never know when the true nature of a concern comes out of your horse or your cow. So we always have to think about what would we do if. Okay, now let's back her. Back, 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 back. Very nice. And now is the desensitization. So Erin is going to walk around, especially in the front where she can see them, keeping it not too high, not too low, not too close. Like walk around me. Sammy is a real curious horse. She always thinks, she always wants to investigate.
Oh.
See, she gets concerned when he starts going out of her sight because she has her blinders on. That's all right. That's all right, Sam. It's all right. Okay, now walk behind her, and you don't have to make any noise at this point. Just walk behind her. She'll be especially concerned because he's going behind her. They're vulnerable from behind. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. She'll probably feel better when she sees him coming in the front here. Yes. See how she looks? She says, oh, there you are. Now go the other direction. We always do everything from both directions. In other words, you know, you do counterclockwise.
Do I bring it up to her?
Not yet. He asked her to bring it up to her. Not yet. I just want to do it from a distance at first.
Oh.
See, watch her stress. She's not resistance free yet. Good, good, good. Now come on up to me. She knows me. She knows Erin. Let's wait for a minute. Let's let her see that it's not going to reach out and attack her. And now you're going to very carefully walk up to her and think about if she does jump, where she's going to jump. Usually away from whatever scares them. Good, good. Let her smell it. Very good. And now if you'd go back behind me, Erin, and this is the next small step. I put a chain on it, put it on the ground, and just walk around me and do a half moon around her. It's making a noise. I don't know if the camera can hear it. On turf, it's much more quiet than if it's on a driveway. But you see how she's trying to watch it? Okay, stop. Because now you're out of her sight. Okay, turn around, come back.
Oh.
Good girl, Sam. She has to gain confidence. And she has to respect us enough to trust us. Good girl, Sam. Okay, now, I think she's okay now, so let's see. Walk behind her. At a distance. Good. I can tell. Look at her ears. Cameraman, if you can show her ears. They're trying to catch the sound. They're trying to cuff it. Good girl, Sam. Watch her ears follow the noise. Watch the body language. You can learn so much from it. Yes, and then the other direction. Watch her. She's looking, saying, where is it going? Should I trust or should I be concerned it's behind me now? Maybe she's thinking that, and she'll see it in a moment. It's all right. It's all right. Her ears are hearing it, and now she sees it, and if you'd stop, good, good. And now, let's just put it down, Erin, and we're not going to connect anything today, but go and get the log. It's much bigger. Luckily, it's black. Semi's not crazy about white, but usually black is okay. She had a bad experience with a white vinyl jump once, and now she kind of generalizes to everything white could be a bad experience. Okay, now you see how he's holding it up. Okay, she's concerned. She said, what is that? Not too close. No, go behind me. Go behind me. Okay, and walk around a half moon and stop so that she can see it. You see how she's trying to watch. Good, stop.
Oh.
And you see how she's turning. Good. Okay, stop. Now could you come back around me again? This thing is just too big right now and too scary to do anything more than a half moon around her. See how she's watching it? See how she's getting nervous? Again, let's just do it again. Repetition. You can learn a lot by repetition and finding out that, oh, whatever's scaring me is really not a concern. It's just something I did last time. All right. Okay, and back around. And the chain is making noise. The reason we have the chain on there, because one of these days we're going to hook it up to her tugs, to the single tree, which are going to be hooked to the tug straps. We're going to pick up the chain and hold on to it while it makes kind of a noise. And then if we're confident that she's okay with it, we're going to let the chain go down on the ground. Okay, can you put it down? You see she's worried. Put it down very quietly. Let's look for our note of resolution here. It's all right. I want her to stop any of this stressful body language, including playing with her bit. I want to see her eyes blinking. Her head is not up and stiff, and she's blowing out of her nostrils, which means she's saying, phew, I made it through this lesson. So that's all for today. Josh is holding the single tree up with my instructions that the tug straps be no lower than where the leg inserts into the hip, just in case Emmy does what Sadie tends to do, and that is lift her back leg, trying to get away from the pressure of the tug straps if she happens to feel them. Now we've got a lead line on. We're just going to do a couple of circles, one G, one ha, and Josh knows that he is supposed to keep the tug straps and the single tree behind Semi in those turns. And Katie is going to say step up G or step up ha or step up or back. And she's going to say it loud enough so that Semi can hear it and that Josh can hear it. This is all part of our desensitization and then our sensitization. Good, Josh. Josh is kind of new to this stuff, but you really got to be thinking at all times, because we're back here along the creek bank, and there are all kinds of critters that tend to live there and come and watch us here in our pasture. Okay, when you're ready to stop, then the next thing is for Josh to put the single tree down, like I showed you, Josh, but be ready to hold the chain. Okay, single tree is down. Okay, we're just gonna, just a few step ups. Let's not even try to turn yet. It's the sound that I want Semi to hear.
Step up.
Step up. Good. Good.
Oh.
Good. Good. Lift it up, Josh. And let Katie turn a G or a ha. Going the other direction, we'll do the same thing.
Step up.
I think the next time we do this, we're going to do it over in the field where Semi's actually going to be asked to pull a harrow to flatten out some compost that's there. Now Semi is not paying attention to us. She's seeing something off to her right. Anybody that hangs around Semi at this moment has to realize that she has senses that we probably don't have. We watch the body language and we get ready for any concerns that she may have. Okay, so a few steps straight away, Katie. Okay, good enough. Okay, pick it up, Josh. Now, leaving the camera here, I'm going to go and pick up the log, and I'm going to watch Semi's body language. If she is not showing body language stress with this log, we're going to take it behind Josh, who's holding up the single tree, and let her know that she can safely G and ha and step up with that log behind her. I'll be talking to Semi a lot as I pick up that log. So it has chains on it, it has clasps on it, and it is kind of a weird looking thing to a horse. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right, Sam. Good. Good. It's all right. Good, Sam. Good. You see how she tried to walk away? You see why I made this out of ABS? Because I wouldn't be able to pick up a log this size if it was a real wooden log. It's all right, Sam. I'm going to put it down now. It's all right. She saw me put it down. We're letting her watch. She's got her blinders on, but we're letting her look. We're trying not to take it out of her sight so that she can be secure. That it is not going to be a predator, that it is not going to attack her. Now I'm going to go to the other side. Again, I'm going to pick it up. It's going to shake a little bit with the clasps and the chains. I think you'll probably watch her. Watch it. It's all right, Sam. It's all right. It's all right. Yeah, you gotta trust us. Good girl, Sam. Good girl, Sam. Very nice. Very nice. See how she's walking away? Good girl, Sam. Good girl. Good girl, Sam. Now, a monster-looking thing like this ABS log is a different kind of monster when it's up in my arms than when it's down on the ground. So I'm being really careful when I put it down, giving her a chance to look at it down on the ground. Now, I'm making my decisions like 10 seconds at a time. She looks like she's getting relaxed, and then she says, oh no, I better watch that thing. And I'm watching her, watch her ears, learn how to read the body language of your horse. You probably didn't see it, but a few minutes ago she was licking her lips, which is a good sign. I'm looking for all those signs of relaxation. And we will do this over and over and over again until we consistently get those signs. Those signs being blinking of the eyes, cocking of the leg, put the neck down, licking of the lips. Those kind of signs. If you see a horse get up-headed and don't blink their eyes, that means their nature is saying, uh-oh, I better watch out for myself because there's something scary here. Okay, now I put it down fine here on this side of her hip, on her left hip. Now I'm going back around the front, I'm going to do the same thing, but I'm going to go to her right hip, watching every moment, every 10 seconds or so, deciding again, should I put it down? Because I don't want her to get overly stressed, I want her to be resistance free, and I want her to trust me. So here we go. It's all right, Sam. It's all right. It's all right. Good girl. Good girl. If we do it over and over and over again, she'll say, oh, I guess I shouldn't be afraid. It's all right, Sam. It's all right. She's going to move in a minute. Josh, be careful. Be aware. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl, Sam. I'm putting it down. You see, as I got close to her right hip, she turned her head, she stepped a step or two forward. I warned Josh because I could see the motion about to happen. I said, be aware, she's going to move. You can see it if you watch for that body language. All right, so she allowed me to put it down on both sides of her hips. I'm going to, I hope I won't be sorry for this decision. I'm going to go now and take it and put it down behind Josh. And believe me, Semi will be aware that I'm back there. The question is, does she trust me now with that log in my arms? Does she trust when I put it down and she hears the sounds that she's accustomed to hearing when it goes down? That's what I'm going to do last, and that'll probably be the last objective for today's session. I'm going to bring the camera back so that you can watch her body language. And you'll be able to see me pick the log up, and I talk to Semi the entire time. I want her to know I'm there, want her to trust that she's not being attacked. It's all right, Sam. You're gonna be a farming horse. It's all right, Sam. It's all right. It's all right.
Oh.
It's all right, Sam. It's all right.
Oh.
It's all right.
Oh.
It's all right.
Okay.
Okay, it's all right. It's all right.
Oh.
It's all right, Sam. It's all right. I'm putting it down, Sam. Good. I think you noticed that she was moving forward because she wanted to get further away from it. It's good that we have the fence there to help Katie in case Semi were to bolt, but looks like we've gained some confidence from Shadrach Triton Semi. It looks like we're well on the way to making her a useful horse for farming here at Minmore Farms. And in our next session, we will be doing a repeat of what we just did today and then maybe go a step or two further, but it'll be in a different field. A different grassy field, closer to where we're going to be planting some hay, and she's going to help us do it.
Our cast of characters: Sadie and Eve, Semi, Rusty and Susie, heifer calf Sela. For more information, www.cowgirlchannel.com.